What defines a true protagonist? Is it the hero who gives up everything for others? Or the villain who'd burn the world to achieve his goals? Today, we're diving into two legends of the web novel world: Klein Moretti, the selfless guardian of Lord of the Mysteries, and Fang Yuan, the ruthless demon of Reverend Insanity. One faces gods to protect humanity. The other becomes a god to defy it. Get ready, this isn't just a character analysis. It's a philosophical war. Let's start with Klein, a man who never sought greatness, yet found himself entangled in forces far beyond his comprehension. A modern-day transmigrator thrown into a Victorian-era world brimming with cosmic horrors and fragile sanity. But Klein isn't a traditional hero. He's an ordinary man forced to adapt, his every step, from the shadows of Tingen City to the lofty heights of the Fool, guided by a careful balance of cunningness, survival, and the desire to uncover the truth. His journey isn't shaped by destiny, but by his relentless determination to navigate a web of schemes, secrets, and otherworldly forces, all while clinging to his humanity in a world that threatens to strip it away. His first sacrifice isn't his life, it's his identity. He buries Zhou Mingrue, the man from another world, to become Klein, the brother, the friend, the reluctant hero. But even that isn't enough. To protect his found family in the Tarot Club, he dons another mask: the Fool, a deity of mystery and lies. The irony? The more he gives, the less of himself remains. Klein's power grows, but so does his loneliness. As a Sequence Zero deity, he's supposed to shed his humanity, but he clings to it, visiting graves, writing letters, even hallucinating his siblings. Why? Because without that anchor, he becomes what he fights: a cold, indifferent god. And then comes Amon, the god of deceit, a parasite who feeds on identity. In their final showdown in Sapphire Castle, Klein isn't just fighting for his life. He's fighting for the people who placed their hopes on his shoulders and for a future where his family, friends, and subordinates are safe. As Klein suggests a gambit to see who can awaken the celestial worthy's will to a greater extent, Amon mocks him, "You're really crazy." But Klein's reply? "I won't lose much, just myself." Klein's gamble isn't just about power, it's a reflection of his core philosophy of selflessness. He risks awakening the Lord of the Mysteries, knowing it could erase his identity, showcasing his willingness to sacrifice everything for their sake. He weaponizes his own annihilation as a threat, pressuring Amon into a game of mutual destruction. For Klein, duty outweighs survival, even if it means becoming a vessel for a primordial god. No statues, no glory, just a silent guardian, willing to sacrifice their story so others can keep writing theirs. Now let's flip the script. Meet Fang Yuan, a man who'd laugh at Klein's weakness. Reborn 500 years into the past, Fang Yuan isn't here to save the world. He's here to conquer it. No loyalty, no love, no guilt. Just one obsession: eternal life. And he'll burn heaven, earth, and every soul in between to get it. In a world ruled by the heavenly Tao, a system that predestines suffering, Fang Yuan's selfishness isn't just ambition, it's defiance. Every betrayal, every massacre, is a middle finger to a universe that demands obedience. If Klein is the embodiment of selflessness, Fang Yuan is the embodiment of selfishness. From the very beginning, Fang Yuan makes it clear that he's willing to do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. He's not driven by a sense of duty or responsibility. He's driven by a desire for power and immortality. Fang Yuan's selfishness is most evident in his relationships with others. He sees people as tools to be used and discarded. He betrays allies, manipulates enemies, and even sacrifices entire populations if it benefits him. There's no line he won't cross, no moral boundary he won't break. But what makes Fang Yuan such a compelling character is that he's not just a one-dimensional villain. His selfishness is rooted in a deep understanding of the world. He knows that in a world where power is everything, kindness and selflessness are weaknesses. And while his actions are often horrifying, they're also brutally logical. Fang Yuan's journey is a stark contrast to Klein's. Where Klein sacrifices himself for the greater good, Fang Yuan sacrifices everyone and everything for his own benefit. It's a chilling reminder of what happens when selfishness is taken to its extreme. So, what can we learn from Klein Moretti and Fang Yuan? Both characters are masterfully written, but they represent two extremes of the moral spectrum. Klein shows us the power of selflessness, of being willing to sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Fang Yuan shows us the dangers of selfishness, of being willing to sacrifice everyone and everything for your own benefit. In the end, both characters are compelling in their own way. Klein's selflessness makes him a hero, while Fang Yuan's selfishness makes him a villain. But both characters remind us of the importance of our choices and the impact they have on the world around us. So, what do you think? Do you prefer the selflessness of Klein Moretti or the ruthless pragmatism of Fang Yuan? Let me know in the comments below.